Now it's time to break it.
And welcome back to SplitScreeners podcast. This is a movie edition where we're going over news, trailers, and, well, me and Nick watched the Batman so far, so we'll talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, if you like what we're doing, you want to get more, like, subscribe, hit that bell button to stay up to date on all of our new releases. You have the option to customize what you get content-wise, notification-wise, but I don't know exactly how that works, so figure it out. As always, I'm joined by three of my best friends in this whole wide world. Aaron Mazzaros, Nick Lindblom, and Gavin Campbell. We've got games, sports, and D&D, which we actually started this week, so you might be able to see some of that content
difficult
soon.
games. If it's a game that's hard to beat, you got me here.
Before we get going, can we take a 3-minute pause?
3-minute pause?
Yeah. This can just be cut out. Because I just found something that we are going to have to talk about.
Alright. 3-minute pause starting now.
Maybe we'll put this trailer in the video. Or we're just going to cut this.
What the fuck is this?
Something weird is going on around here.
Your name is really Renfield?
It's a bit odd, but harmless.
No master, please! What's up, Strong?
I think our boss has some weird hypnotic hold over these councils.
There's no way I was going to be able to keep a serious straw and have him keep reappearing.
Unfortunately. But I'll take the funny version.
If you knew the twisted mind of yours!
If you disobey one more time, you'll never pay the sacrifice!
Sharks?
Sharks? We bring you our sacrifice for your bloodlust. What's your problem, asshole?
I saw a giant shark with glowing red eyes in the water. What is it?
Sharkula! Sharkula! The devil fish!
Sharkula.
What?
Count Sharkula.
Alright, we're leaving that in.
That looked worse.
There's that trailer, but
Yeah.
I want our reactions to that, because I what?
I don't know
What's going on?
That was fucking dope. I just saw that on a news site that they just released that trailer.
What is going on with that movie?
I don't know. It's
Sharkula.
What was I about to say?
Sorry.
Video games, sports, D&D. Yeah, I already did that. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
My brain is melting after Velocipaster and now that trailer. Jesus.
Sharkula.
Sharkula. Perfect harmony, right? Guys, we got a little bit of news to go over. Biggest thing this week, the Marvel shows from Netflix have officially left Netflix, but will find a new home on Disney Plus. Now you're thinking Disney Plus is a kids platform. Mostly is, but they are adding March 16th those shows, so that's including Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Punisher, Iron Fist, and The Defenders, all onto that platform with a new update allowing parents to customize parental controls by setting up a PIN number so your kids can't watch shows that you think are too mature for them. And this is coming out before the new Disney Plus series Moon Knight hits the streaming service, which that is March 30th, starring Oscar Isaac as the titular Moon Knight, and he seems dope in that role. We got a new poster featuring him as Mr. Knight, which is more snazzy, well-dressed detective version of Moon Knight. More on that to come. I can't wait for that series to come out. That looks awesome. Same month as the Batman, too. Like, that's Marvel's version of Batman, basically. Just crazier.
Great.
Another fun thing that's coming, and it's already started happening, is Crunchyroll's finally starting to take over Funimation's content.
Hey-o!
For those people who watch a lot of anime, my biggest issue has been deciding what I'm subscribed to, is whether it's Funimation or Crunchyroll. Currently it's Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll's the way to go.
Yeah, definitely now. They're going to stop releasing stuff for Funimation or onto Funimation. They've already started shoving stuff over to the Crunchyroll library, like dubs that they didn't have yet. Certain shows, like I think one that I've been really excited to watch finally is The Detective Is Already Dead, and other shows. So for a list of that, you can find that on Crunchyroll's website, and more information on how to convert your profile over to from Funimation to Crunchyroll on Funimation's website. Mentioned it earlier, but the voice actor for Bender is coming back to Futurama with the reboot. Not reboot, but the continuation.
Woohoo! It's about time.
About damn time.
They should have just announced this when they announced the show. That's how it should have been handled.
They hadn't offered him the job because they didn't want to pay
But they shouldn't have announced the reboot until they had gotten him back.
Yeah, they should have.
But realistically,
they should have seen that fans were going to want the whole cast.
Yeah, realistically, it was the fan uproar from not having him announced that got him the job. So,
yeah, he played it just right on social media, getting the fans behind him.
Exactly. Should have mentioned this with the rest of the Disney Plus news, but my notes aren't 100% organized. Disney Plus is also going to come out with a lower price plan for commercial supported plans. So if you're still on the fence about joining Disney Plus, there will be a cheaper version out there now. Gavin, did you watch The Boys?
Which season? I've watched
Any of them?
I've watched the first season and like half of the second season.
So we have season 3 coming out soon.
Yeah.
Anthony
he got in a fucking fist fight.
Anthony Starr, who plays Homelander, the very crazy version of Superman, got in a fist fight. I think was in Spain. Luckily for him, the turnover for prosecution was very quick. I think within 40 hours he was prosecuted, tried, and came to a settlement with the chef that he got into a fist fight with. And all he had to do was pay him $4,000 within 72 hours of the prosecution.
It was his first offense. It wasn't a big one. I was like, from my understanding, he was drunk, and him and the chef got like kind of in an argument, and it just like he slapped him.
It seemed like it was going all right. Anthony Starr got kicked out of the restaurant, if I remember right, but then the chef followed him out, and that's when the altercation happened. I'm guessing it happened after 3 a.m. because nothing good ever happens after 3 a.m. Just a little joke there. As for news, that was about it. We did watch a few new trailers.
Yeah.
Get the crappy ones out of the way. Well, not crappy, but the ones we're least excited about for. Secrets of Dumbledore got another trailer. A little bit more footage in that. A little bit more centered on Dumbledore's character himself. Morbius got their final trailer this week. Seems like there's going to be a lot more of the Vulture's character in the movie than we originally thought. I thought it was just going to be a cameo, but he does seem to have 1 or 2 more scenes in there that got teased in this trailer. One that we're really excited for, Bullet Train. This is the first trailer. I think it comes out July
6th, I believe.
So it's very near to when they first dropped.
And this is the first trailer they've come out.
Yeah.
It's got
Looks
Brad
amazing.
Pitt, Hiroyuki Sanada, which is one of my favorite Asian actors, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and a bunch of other actors, and then Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah. Basically, it's a bunch of assassins on a bullet train in Japan, fighting over a briefcase. It looks like it has a lot of over-the-top action.
It's overheat. Over-the-top action.
And comedy mixed in with it. I'm really excited for this movie to release. That's probably one I want to try to see like Thursday night when it comes out, or at least that Friday, depending on our schedules.
Yeah, this looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
This was one of the trailers that came out with the Batman. That's where I ended up seeing it. You sent it out in the group chat after you went and saw Batman because you saw it before all of us.
I think I saw it the day or that morning before I went and saw the Batman.
Oh, okay. And yeah, it just looks like so much fun.
Yeah, it looks like a roller coaster of a ride.
Had I seen footage or more about this movie when we did our top 10 most anticipated movies list, I would have had this somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Not sure exactly what I would put push off not looking at the list right now, but yeah. And you just showed us that crazy ass trailer for what was it?
Sharkula.
Sharkula.
Like Bunnicula.
It's a C movie.
That it's rated that high?
Well, I was just taking a guess.
Even Velocipaster had better special.
Oh yeah, the special effects look terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like on theme with what we watched for our movie bookie this week. If you have seen Velocipaster or you haven't seen Velocipaster, watch it, then go back to our movie bookie episode. Great entertainment this week. But Sharkula kind of looks up that same alley. Like you said, worse special effects. I guess this director is known for that though.
Oh, wonderful.
Kind of the budget type movies, and it looks funny. It looks like it'll be
worth
the
to watch.
Yeah.
I looked over right when you clicked the thumbnail to turn the trailer on, and at first I thought it was a brand new Sharknado movie. All I saw was the shark and blood in its mouth. I'm like, oh, they're still making these, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was worse.
It was worse than Sharknado.
So confused by it, honestly. But yeah, that was it for trailers. Do you guys have any other news that you that I missed, or you wanted to add?
You missed the trailer.
The trailer.
The one with Keanu Reeves in it.
Super Pets. So Super Pets also had a trailer come out with the Batman, and it's basically the pet sidekicks of the popular superheroes like Batman and Superman. And Kevin Hart voices the dog
For Batman.
who's voiced by Keanu Reeves. Yeah, voiced by Keanu Reeves in that movie. That's gonna be awesome. That actually made me kind of excited for this movie. The Rock voices Super Dog.
Yep.
There you
And
go. See, they're not hard.
Crypto?
It's just whatever animal they are perceived
Apparently
by
throwing
their-
pens is hard for me too.
Did we see who played Superman? I think it said it in the trailer, but
Yeah, I think it said I just completely
yeah. And then of course Keanu Reeves, as you said, is Batman.
breathtaking.
If you haven't,
You're breathtaking.
if you haven't seen many of our episodes, Zach has a shirt with Keanu Reeves on it.
He's petting a bunch of wild animals. I do want to get like one of those prayer candles with Keanu Reeves on it. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean it looks goofy.
Yeah, it wouldn't make my top 10 anyway,
No.
but I'd probably go see it.
Yeah, it's something we'll go see for sure. And you got any news before we?
Oh, White Men Can't Jump sequel.
Ew.
It's gonna suck.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But go watch the first one. It's great.
Jack Harlow, for those of you that don't know, is a rapper. He got casted in this movie. I'm guessing to play the Woody Harrelson role
I believe
from
so.
the original. Great rapper. Don't know how that's going to translate to him as an actor. It's something that I'll definitely go see.
Yeah,
But
no
yeah,
hope
there's
for
no
it.
way
No
it's
hope.
going to be as good as the original.
We did get new episodes for Bel Air. I guess Dan still has to catch up.
Yes.
Really good so far.
So fucking good so far. I mean,
What episode?
episode 6 was the one that
Episode 6
released
is
this
the
week. So we've only got 4 left.
So by the time
that's
Gavin's
where-
caught up, because he now has access to the profile, we should be
So
able to talk
that's
about
where
episode 7.
the cop starts running against.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were talking about earlier, I think yesterday, how in line it falls with the original show.
Yeah, so I out of stuff that we're watching that is kind of new, I have been rewatching Fresh Prince. Not new, but you know,
Rewatching.
new stuff that we're watching this week, and I'm rewatching Fresh Prince, and I noticed just watching the first 6 or so episodes how funny it is that they match up. So episode 4 of Fresh Prince is the first episode where you get to meet Phil's mom. And you find out where he's from, Yamakra, and all of this. Episode 4 of Bel Air is also where you find about his roots in Yamakra and him as a pig farmer. Obviously, different scenarios in which they happen. And then episode 5 of Fresh Prince is the episode where Ice Tray comes out to visit Will. Episode 5 of Bel Air is the episode where Trey comes out to visit. Again, obviously, very different takes on these episodes.
The drama in that episode.
Yeah.
Shit.
So yeah, I just think it's funny. I think it's kind of cool that they,
It's cool how it's
because I guarantee they did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Which is phenomenal. I have been so blown away by this series so far.
We were very hesitant about the series before.
Yeah, I thought I was going to watch one and be done.
And I am hooked. I am so ready every Thursday.
Series is so good.
Yeah, every Thursday. Now that me and Steph are caught up, I'm like, you know what day it is? You know what day it is? We're watching.
And I cannot wait because we only got 4 left. But I know that they got greenlit for season 2, which is great.
Thank God.
Means that they will probably finish on some cliffhanger, which is unfortunate, and it's going to make me very mad. But because there's so much that needs to be tied up at this point. If they'd only had 1 season, I would be very upset.
Yeah. I think I'm going to follow your lead, and after the series ends this season, I will probably start rewatching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, Fresh Prince is
I
on
want to do that.
HBO
I've been
Max.
thinking about that a lot watching this.
And I'm almost through the first season now. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever sat down and watched all the Fresh Prince. I think I've seen every episode, and so far I've watched 18 episodes of the first season. I've recognized all of them, but it'll be cool to see them all in order, exactly how they were filmed, which I have never done before.
I think for me, I watched random episodes. I think on Nick and Night.
Yeah.
But I feel like Futurama, I feel like I've seen every episode.
The thing I think I love about Bel-Air that is different, is my biggest difference from Fresh Prince is that in Fresh Prince they didn't dive into the backstory a lot of the other characters. Obviously Will had a better relationship with Ashley in Fresh Prince, obviously, than what's been shown so far.
Yeah.
Will had a better relationship with Carlton, although you do see some of the struggles that they dealt with. As far as Carlton being jealous of Will, obviously they expanded on that more in Bel-Air. But you're getting a lot more of everybody's background and what's going on with them. I love this whole what's going on with Ashley right now, and I'm actually emotionally invested in every character in Bel-Air. Whereas Fresh Prince, I like Hillary in Fresh Prince. I'm not the biggest fan of, especially for the first few seasons.
Yeah.
But I love every single character in Bel-Air. It's so amazing.
I feel that way. I still kind of hate Carlton.
Yeah.
I know they've started making steps away from that.
That's the thing I'm most excited for, I think.
I want it to last longer. I don't want them to quickly go. I don't want the end of the season to come and them being best friends.
I don't think it will.
I also hate the art studio owner.
Yeah.
Played by Lenny Kravitz. He makes my skin crawl.
We'll hate him more soon.
Have you really watched The Head?
Yeah.
I ask every week, but damn it.
Yeah. And Jeffrey in this is so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, he's
Favorite
such a
character.
badass.
Yeah.
Favorite character. I do every once in a while when we're watching Hillary and how her storyline's going. I'm like, God, are we that cringy? Our social media and all that. I'm not that cringy, am I?
Oh yeah. 100%.
I know. I probably am.
It's always
Fuck
cringy.
it. I don't care. I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, just phenomenal. I hope Gavin gets all caught up this week now that he has
That
his
is your
information.
homework.
That's been your homework for weeks.
I know.
Now he just got the pass.
He just got the
I do ask for it too. I'm like, hey, can I get it?
I need because I want to dive more in depth on some of these episodes.
I'd like to have some real
So
discussions.
let's plan after the last episode releases and drops. We'll have a deep discussion about the whole series
Cool. Review
so
it,
far.
Go into it.
There we go.
I mean, we've been doing that.
Speculate.
But yeah, if you're interested in it, it's on HBO. No,
It's,
Peacock. Peacock. Fresh Prince is on HBO Max.
Yep.
That's where I got confused. So.
All right, guys, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty, and I feel bad because Gavin's kind of just been ousted this last half of this episode,
I'm about to get asked it again.
and now it's gonna be Aaron as well.
Yeah.
I did.
It's alright. I'm making shitty comics.
I thought they're shitty.
Oh no, they are shit.
I made a comic about a ninja who'd sneak up behind elderly people and give them heart attacks.
Is it a turtle?
No.
Did he have a hook?
No.
This is
But if you want to see something that does have a hook,
this is
it's my
about
D&D character in our D&D campaign.
There we go.
this is about
There's a good hook
this is
right
about Bubby,
Bubby.
the demon.
Nice. All right.
I don't know, dude. if it wasn't shit, I'd share it.
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Huge use in the eye of the beholder. All right.
All right. So this week, it's Batman week.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by the final birthday.
We've already done a top 10 list of Batman movies, which include live action and animated movies. Love you, Aaron. See you guys tomorrow. Well, we still have 2 episodes after this. First off, Nick, what did you think?
If you didn't check out our top 10 episode, I did rank this as my number 3 Batman of all time. And what I said about it, because I didn't want to get too in-depth in that episode, because I want people to check out this episode and what we're going to say. But the thing I love about it is it's so much different than any Batman that I've watched in that it's more dark and it seems almost like a horror movie throughout the whole thing. I love this. I love the role the Riddler plays and how it kind of makes it more psychological and more of a thriller. Robert Pattinson blew me away. I did not expect to like him as much as I did as the Batman or as Bruce Wayne. He was phenomenal as both. Andy Serkis was incredible. Paul Dano, who, again, I talked about in our top 10 episode, not a huge fan, loved him in Little Miss Sunshine, phenomenal as the Riddler. And then Colin Farrell as Penguin, unrecognizable, did not even, like if I hadn't known it was Colin Farrell, I would not have figured it out.
There's stories on set where, like, Jeffrey Wright tried getting him kicked off the set because he thought he was just an extra or something.
Yeah, I thought it was a overconfident extra.
Yeah.
I read that.
But it's runtime is long. 2 hours and 57 minutes is a runtime.
You really feel it.
And you definitely feel sitting there for 2 hours and 57 minutes. But Zach and I were talking about it. There's nothing that they could cut out of this movie that I think that...
Save for maybe a cameo.
Yeah.
That's an important cameo.
That sets... Zoe Kravitz. That's the other one I forgot.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
As Catwoman, she is phenomenal. But out of the 2 hours and 57 minutes, not at any point was I like, okay, let's speed this along. Like, everything felt well-placed and well-timed, and because it had such a good long runtime, nothing felt rushed. The story felt like it got the appropriate amount of time. I love the surprise at the end once he gets in the jail. I'm excited to see where that goes. I am genuinely excited to see where they go with this.
Yeah.
Which is rare for me with DC movies in particular.
I'm excited that you're this excited for a Batman movie, actually. So like you said, this Robert Pattinson did a great job.
Yeah.
What I'm really feeling with this movie is kind of what I felt with the end of the MCU Spider-Man movies. Was we're getting a different kind of origin story, as in it's not one movie being the origin like Batman Begins. It's the whole trilogy is going to be an origin for him becoming the Batman that we know and love from the comics, becoming more detective, better at fighting. Because you see in this movie, he's established, but he's not perfect yet. He's still getting hit, where usually he wouldn't get hit in other movies. He's making mistakes. He's not perfect at being a detective yet, but you do see a lot more of his detective work in this movie than other movies, which was a huge plus for me. In my notes, I wrote down that this is a very dark, gritty detective noir film. It has elements of David Fincher's Seven, Saw, and horror elements, especially around Batman. Like, there's times where, like, when they're getting ready to introduce Batman, they kind of, like, keep baiting you as the criminals are like looking into the shadows and you're waiting for him to walk out, and he finally does. It's well worth the build up on that. Best interpretation of Detective Batman yet. My one negative, like you said, was the runtime. Especially on my second time going to the movie, which was last night. I went to a 10:30 showing, which would have got out or just about 2 o'clock in the morning, and there was times where I was dangerously close to dozing off, but I would have to switch my position in the chair, drink some more soda, keep going on that. With that in mind, I do still recommend seeing it in theaters at least the first time. The cinematography is beautiful. There are so many shots that are poster worthy, wallpaper worthy.
Gotham is beautifully
Yeah.
created in this world.
It's Gotham for me seems like a little bit Tim Burton, a little bit of Schumacher, a little bit of Nolan, mixed in with a more modern look to it too, with like the neon lights and the Times Square vibe. Especially during that one street shot they keep showing every once in a while, all the neon lights and the LED or like the LED screens and stuff. Mentioned that. One of my favorite parts about this Batman, Pattinson's Batman, is he's not Batman yet. He's vengeance. He's all about beating the hell out of criminals to a bloody pulp. He's still no kill at this point, but he's just angry, super emo. He's barely Bruce Wayne. He's all Bruce Wayne's all but gone in his personality, and I feel like as the movies progress, like I said, it's gonna be like an origin story for him becoming the Batman we know and love. I feel like this next movie he'll probably end up trying to find the middle ground of being Bruce Wayne, millionaire philanthropist, working to save Gotham during the day, and then being Batman at night. Tell me if I'm going too deep into this.
No, keep going.
I love how physically and mentally painful it looks to be Batman. Like he is,
Especially towards the end.
oh, especially towards the end. But even when he takes the cowl off in between and talks to Alfred, they leave in little details like every Batman's put a little face makeup on, like darken the eyes, but all these magically disappears as they take the cowl off, even with Bale's. But no, this is a main staple of Patterson's Batman, is the emo eye makeup.
Yeah.
They make sure to keep that stuff on, and he never looks super clean and well kept. He's always kind of just, other than a few scenes, right out of Batman.
That's just Robert Pattinson. He doesn't like to bathe.
Yeah. You mentioned the villain. Paul Dano kills it as a Riddler.
Oh yeah, so good.
Super serial killery vibes. Like we had just got done watching Natural Born Killers, and all I could think about was Woody Harrelson's character. Same with the main villain from Seven. Like I saw that a lot. I loved how in the end you realize that, like, his inspiration is who we think the hero is, and it kind of turns things around at that point. But yeah, he pulls off being a creep, predator, an unhinged psychopath so well. Like his introduction scene at the very beginning of the movie, got my heart pounding. And whenever he makes one of his viral videos, kind of the style of the Joker from The Dark Knight, just creeped me out and like made me feel really uncomfortable with his heavy breathing behind his mask. Close to Joker, Heath Ledger Joker level of acting with this.
Speaking of making my heart pound, when he first starts up that Batmobile, oh man, that was so beautifully shot. I was like, oh my god, that Batmobile looks so incredible.
I thought Batfleck's tank Batmobile would be my favorite, but after seeing Patterson's muscle car, which I guess there's a prequel novel that came out explaining some of the stuff.
Yeah, it's like 100 pages.
Something like that, but he built that car as a street racing car, and he didn't want to buy the world's fastest car. He wanted to make the world's fastest car, and that's what it came out to be. I think I have it right there. Sexy looking muscle car with jet engines. There's a lot of like close calls and bait and switches in this movie, and I haven't talked about any like the side characters or anything, but Zoe Kravitz kills it as Catwoman.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, as you said, as Penguin, amazing.
Such a good actor to begin with.
I don't know if he would beat Danny DeVito for you, but it comes very close for me.
I wish I had seen a little bit more of him.
Yeah, he's getting his own spin-off show.
I know, I'm
Max.
excited for that.
Paul Dano, as I've been saying, Riddler, amazing. Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. Same level as Gary Oldman in the Dark Knight trilogy. I do like his dynamic with the Batman more in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like they bounced off each other really well. Already mentioned Selena Kyle. Alfred, you don't get a lot of him, but there are some heartbreaking scenes and some good character development between him and Bruce. There's this guy named Barry Kerrigan in there, or Kerry Keoghan. Can't remember who he played in that movie, or this movie, but yeah, don't really have much to go off of him. Nick, where would Robert Pattinson rank as top 3 Batman?
Top 3 Batman.
Is he even
Number
in the top
5.
3? If you didn't make your top 3, that's fine.
Yeah, if I'm going seriously, I might weirdly put him at 1.
1. I know you're not a big fan of Christian Bale, or
No, Christian Bale would not be super high on my list. My favorite Batman's, again, as we've talked about in many episodes, Adam West, George Clooney, and then probably Keaton. Those are probably my top 3. If I'm going off of favorite Batman movies, Adam West and Clooney might still be above him. But if I'm going strictly off of Batman as a character, I think he was so fucking good in this movie. I'd put him as my number 1.
You guys are selling it pretty good.
Yeah, we're just building hype for you guys. Just
If I go to this and it sucks, I'm gonna be pissed.
I hope
You go in, it's like fucking Aragon. Be so mad.
Aragon me.
it's been elaborate.
We show it a troll just to fuck with both.
We go to go see it. We show up and we're like, "You motherfuckers!" You're like,
know.
"Yeah, it's awful."
I got 1,600 people to say that it was a good movie.
I believe it.
Fuck. I'm still on the fence, just like the movie ranking where Dark Knight was number 1 for me and this movie was number 2. I'm still on the fence. There might need to be some more development or just some breathing room between my viewings, but he's number 2 for me.
As I said, Batman has been so oversaturated as a character my whole life. There's more Batman movies than there are any other superhero movie that I can think of in my lifetime, at least.
Yeah.
But I've never been excited to see a second movie, or as excited to see a second movie as I am with Robert Pattinson. That's probably why I would put him as 1.
Even with Dark Knight Rises coming out?
Because
I know Bane is one of your favorite villains.
I was pumped for Dark Knight Rises, but more for Bane than I was for anything else. I was more excited for Bane than I was to see whatever his name is return as Batman again.
Bale.
Bale.
Well, you heard it from us.
And Christian Bale, you can yell at me all you want.
What are you talking about?
He does
So
like
you-
to yell.
You guys heard it from us. It's a pretty damn good movie. I think I rated it a 9.5 out of 10, notching a couple points off or like a half point off for the runtime.
I would like to see it again. I think right now I'd put it at an 8. Yeah, I think 8 feels right for me.
Good, both solid scores. I will eventually get my full written review out. Time at work permitting. But yeah, if you guys seen it, let us know what you thought about the movie in the comments or on TikTok, Twitter. Find us there. Yeah. What is your favorite Batman movie? We probably already asked you that, but
We did if you watched our top 10 episode.
exactly.
Which if you didn't, go watch it.
No! What are you doing?
If you made it this far into the episode, obviously you enjoyed something that we talked about today, so please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell and turn notifications on. As I've said in a few episodes we've done that are coming out this week, we are cranking out content at this point. With D&D now being added, we made Movie Bookie, its own episode. We're doing these top 10s now. I think we're putting out almost an episode a day. Basically is what it evens out to. 6 or 7
And
episodes a week.
we do all the recording in one day.
We do. We get all the recording. So that's why our clothes don't change. So
Yeah,
don't
those
judge us
change.
for that.
Don't judge.
I thought about doing a close change halfway through.
Outside of that, thank you guys so much for watching.
We
As
appreciate the hell out of it.
Zach does, what do you call them? reactions to movies and TV shows on his TikTok. So go ahead and check him out. His Batman blew up. His Batman reaction. So
my first reaction got more than 1,000 views. It's at like 1,600.
Woo! Joining that creator fund soon.
69 likes so far, so not high on the likes.
Nice.
Saturating a few.
I liked it.
Thank you. Saturating a few people's phones.
So follow him on TikTok for sure at Film Beast. And thank you guys so much for watching. And it is time to split it.